Don't have your wild card or don't have your free hits coming up to this blank game week 31 and double game weeks 34 and 37? Well, this is the video for you as we go over strategies for all of those scenarios and if you have your wildcard and free hit in this video. But before we get into it, a quick word from our sponsors, OneFootball. OneFootball is the perfect app for football fans and fantasy football fans alike. Download it on iOS or Android and you can customize it to give you live updates on scores and transfer news and team news. It's the perfect app for every football fan in the world. Check out the top link in the description down below and let's get on with the video. So we are coming up to a period now where there is going to be plenty of blank and double game weeks. In a previous video, which I will link in the description and will be at the end of this video, I do go over what blanks and double game weeks are in more detail, but it's basically a game week where a team won't play if it's a blank, and it's a game week where a team will play twice in one group of fixtures in a double. Now this gives us an opportunity as fantasy football players to maximise the amount of potential points we could get with players in our squads. And what will help with that is the wild card, as we can change our team completely without taking any hits for transfers, and the free hit, which allows us to change our team completely for only one game week, and then the team reverts back to what it was before you played the free hit. So with blank game week 31 now actually officially decided, and with us knowing which teams are in that blank game week, and with us having a good idea of which teams will be playing double game weeks in game week 34 and 37, let's have a look at some potential strategies we can use to optimise our potential FPL points. We start off with chip strategy 1, and it is the strategy that I was backing back in like game week 27 before blank game week 31 was more finalised. And this strategy was free hit in blank game week 31, allowing us to completely prepare our sides for game week 34. This would then allow us to play our wild card in 36 to try and maximise our points in game week 37, 34 and 37 being the doubles, 37 seemingly being the biggest double game week we will get this season. And another reason for going with this strategy seems to be, unlike previous seasons, there doesn't seem to be many teams that will have double game weeks in game week 34 and 37, which has happened before. And what you could do is wildcard before game week 34 and load up on players that would have double game weeks in both game weeks. This was my initial planned strategy, but now there's a lot of talk, of course, about not many teams having double game weeks in both game weeks, 34 and 37. And also there's a chance there'll be double game weeks in other game weeks depending on the teams that have fixtures postponed because of the FA Cup. Also with the fact that Liverpool and Wolves, as well as Spurs, all feature in a blank game week 31. I actually have quite a few players that will play in game week 31, and it isn't too much of a stretch for me to get a decent 11 for blank game week 31, and I don't think it's much of a stretch for everyone else to do the exact same. Before we move on to potentially my new strategy, chip strategy 2, bring the noise on this video, hit that like button, also subscribe to the channel so you're notified of videos when they come live, and leave in the comments down below your chip strategy for the blanks and double game weeks. So, chip strategy 2, which is now probably my preferred chip strategy, and it starts off with using my transfers to prepare for blank game week 31, then using my wildcard for game week 33 or 36. By then I should have a good idea of when the fixtures have been moved and which double game weeks are when. Then we use bench boost after the wildcard in game week 34 or 37, and then we free hit for the other double game week, the one I don't bench boost for, which will again be 34 or 37. This is mainly because, again, with Liverpool, Wolves and Spurs being in game week 31, game week 31 doesn't seem as difficult to prepare for as it initially did. This is my preferred strategy and I'm willing to defend that in the comments down below, so feel free to ask some questions about it and I'll explain to you in more detail why. Let's get a discussion down in the comments around doubles and blank game weeks, and hopefully we can all come to a conclusion for our best strategies, because let's be honest, everyone's team is different. The best strategy for you may not necessarily be the best strategy for me. But what if you have no wildcard? Well, I'm here for you, don't worry, I've got your back. My strategy, if I had no wildcard, would be to free hit again for blank game week 31. This is assuming that you used your wildcard to be as strong as possible for the rest of the season in total. Free hitting for blank game week 31 allows you to use all of your transfers to get the best combination of double game week players and strong run of fixtures from game week 32 onwards. Bench boost can then be used in 34 or 37, And then you can triple captain with the best fixtures you can possibly get for a triple captain if you still own the triple captain chip. The main reason for this free hit in this strategy is to allow for you to plan to focus on navigating the double game week period, and you can use those few extra transfers to prepare for the double and blank game weeks and forget the actual blank game week itself. And then finally, what if you don't have the free hit? I'm here for everyone, trust me. I've got everyone's backs. And if you are in a predicament that doesn't include any of these strategies, again, comments down below and I'll try and help you out. But I would use transfers to prepare for game week 31, then wildcard in game week 32 or 33, again focusing on the double game week players and the best run of fixtures from game week 32 onwards. Bench boost would be used in 34 or 37, and then triple captain with the best fixtures if you still own that triple captain chip or a potential captain. Focus on the blank game week 31, and then wildcard resets your team after game week 31 on the tail end of the season and focus on the double game week. So I think that is the best strategy if you do not have the free hit chip to use but still have the wildcard. So thank you for tuning into this video. If you do want to watch my other videos on the blank and double game weeks, do check them out in the links in the description. Do check them out, they're part of the playlist with this video. Also, do check out OneFootball, who has sponsored this channel over the past couple of months. Thank you to them for the support on this channel. Check out all the links in the description, and like I already said, get in the comments. I'm going to have a comments party down below. Make sure also to check out the FPL Wildcats tonight, as long as I release this Tuesday morning. We will be streaming with a special guest. If you follow us on Twitter, you'll know who it is. So do check out the FPL Wildcats. We should be having a good stream Tuesday evening. I've been JNO. This has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game.